give a shit, so I keep trading away all my prospects for actual NHL players.
All right, stream's live. Are we recording?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right.
Oh,
what
I'll
is
actually
up?
stop crunching now.
Oh, yeah, that's it. It's no more crunching, no more opening Dr. Pepper's, Mark.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, get it open. Oh, it's already open. You're good.
I have 2 cans.
Are you gonna
Okay.
drink both?
Do you want to open both right now?
That's what I'm thinking.
Do it.
Perfect. Okay.
You better drink those both.
The second will be touched.
I think
Otherwise, you
he's
just wasted
I
a
think
can.
he's got it. I think he's got it. All right.
Do you ever bring any for Tyler or just yours?
I donate.
Every time I go to start, Tay starts talking. Okay. We good? Everybody? All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Rabble of Thrones. Today we're talking about Season 5, Episode 8. My name is Chris Taylor. With me in the main Rabble studio, I have Mark Bunn.
Hey.
And Tyler Hoskin.
Hello.
And over in the Rabble brothel, we have Tay Burt. Whoa, I can't even talk.
Hi.
What's happening? You okay?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Zombies,
But we'll
huh?
talk about other stuff. Zombies.
right,
We'll
zombies.
talk about other stuff, and then we'll get to the zombies, and I'll relive my trauma
All right.
of living alone.
Okay, so I feel like I had something I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about off the top. Let's talk about has anybody played episode 4 of the Game of Thrones game?
I'm halfway through episode 1.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, good for you.
Loaded it. Opening montage previously on Game of Thrones. And that was it.
And you fell asleep?
No, I had to pause the game.
Ah.
And then went back to it.
It is downloading. I haven't played it.
Okay, I think I'm about halfway through. It's pretty good so far. So I was going to get some spoilers from that, but we will pause on that and we'll get them next time, I guess.
Yeah.
Or just get Mark to take off his headphones.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, nothing crazy's happened yet, but you have the option to do something pretty awesome, and I'm kind of curious how it goes with everybody, so hurry up and play it.
Okay.
So we can talk about it next week.
Okay.
Okay, so the episode starts off with Tyrion and Daenerys having a little chit-chat, and she's trying to decide whether she should kill him or...
Well, it was the Jorah moment, right?
Well, she starts off asking why she should keep Tyrion around.
Yes.
And
then
said, I should offer you my services.
Right. Yeah, he's like, I'm...
Like,
It's
well, I
not-
don't know if it's good enough for my services.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's the
Yeah,
biggest
that's like when the girl says no to you, you're like, well, I didn't want to have sex with you anyways. It's like the
I
same
was going to
thing.
break up with you.
Yeah, exactly. So then she asks him
Oh,
what...
you're fired. No, I quit.
That's right, motherfucker. So she asks him what she should do with Jorah. And, he hasn't known Jorah very long, but I think he called him pretty well, like pretty accurately.
Stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Not the same guy you knew.
Right.
Back-
Not the
back-
same guy that was trying to sell you out.
Yeah.
He even outed him saying, yeah, I think he's probably in love with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she knows that anyways.
But it's different when it's said out loud. Right.
I believe
Sometimes a girl just needs to hear it.
No, but
Yeah.
I believe she'd made reference to it at some point. Like early on, like season 2 or something like that. I'm pretty sure she had made reference, maybe not season 2.
Oh,
maybe it was
probably.
later. I know her brother made reference to it.
Oh, yeah.
But, so she decides to send Jorah away. Take him out of the city and fuck off.
And he reminded us, in case we forgot, from the other 47 times he reminded us that he has contracted grayscale.
Yeah, so he doesn't have much time left anyways.
Just in case we forgot.
Wait a second, guys. Let me check. Hang on.
No,
Is it the same?
Yep. Still,
Oh, yes.
still there.
Still there.
Still
there.
have grayscale.
Still there.
Hold on.
Okay. Yep.
Is this the motion for this week?
Still there.
Still there.
All right.
Just in case anyone forgets.
So then we go
Grayscale.
to, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, then we go to Cersei in the prison cell, and she doesn't seem to like it too much.
No. She's being a little bitch.
She seems to be being treated worse than Marjorie was. I don't know.
Well, we didn't really see much of Marjorie. Like, just Marjorie's like...
Cersei was dirtier.
And hadn't been there as long either, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you treat her like that if you had the chance, though?
Well, especially if she was the one who said, like, oh, the last thing you'll see is my face before you die.
Yeah.
I'd treat her worse, too.
They should remind her again, saying...
Yeah. So, she asks to see Tommen. And they're like, and she whacks her with the fucking ladle.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So then, like, there really wasn't that much to that scene. So then we go to Arya.
Yeah.
And she's making up a story of who she is for Jaqen. Mm-hmm. And then he tells her, okay.
Well, it's not really a story of who she is. It's a story of what she's been doing. Like, who she's become.
Right.
Right?
Yes. Okay, yes. So he tells her she's going to go the other way on the street and go see something. And he's like, I don't know what you're going to see.
Go to the harbor.
Right. So she sees the dude. So she sees the dude who's, like, taking money from ship's captains. And I guess it's like a insurance kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they pay him insurance. If they die, he gives money to the family.
Yeah.
Right. So the goal is now she's gonna have to kill this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Because
muscles.
What's that?
Because
he's ripping people off. That's right. Because he's ripping people off. So basically,
he's betting on the boat's getting there or not.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's basically making shit ton of more money.
Right. And then
on top of the.
But then what he's also doing is when they do die, when he's supposed to pay out, he's not paying out.
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's evil.
Right. So that's why she's going to
mad.
go, and he gives her the little vial, and she'll just put it in the vinegar next time he orders his oysters. So I was really hoping that this was going to tie back into, like, Sir Meryn, but it didn't. I just was thinking that that's where that was going, but whatever. So, yeah.
Sad.
All right. So then Qyburn comes to see Cersei. Tells her what she's been accused of. And
wow, I thought that was the Sparrow. I was not paying attention. I was like, "You're mean for a priest."
Yeah.
Old white guys look exactly the same.
That's racist.
The hell?
So anyway,
sorry, Tyler.
Yeah, he's not old.
Mm.
Well, whatever. If he's old, what does that make me?
Ooh.
So he tells her what she's been accused of, and she, of course, she says she's innocent of all charges. And then he tells her that the courts for the faith are different than
Crown.
The crown, and he also tells her that Pycelle has sent for her uncle to come back and serve as hand of the king. So
she doesn't want him having any influence on the crown at all.
Right. Yeah. So then, what else does he say?
He says, well, there is a way out.
Right. Tells her the way out. The way out is to confess.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not going to do it. And then, right before he leaves, he says the work continues.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the mountain?
The work on the jiggling thing under the sheet, which may or may not be the mountain.
I hope it's the mountain.
It has to be.
So then, it has to be the mountain.
It has to be the mountain.
And, like, we're 8 fucking episodes in. Can we fucking get any sort of clue what's happening with that? Anything. Anything at all.
More jiggling.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, less.
Ugh.
All right. So then the next scene is Theon and Sansa.
Oh, can we go back to the other scene? Just to show
Yeah.
inspiration, seriously, how...
Right. Oh, right. How did I forget that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the chickie comes in with the ladle again.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want some fucking water? Confess. Simple. You want a drink? Confess. So she refuses, and first she's like, I'll make you a lady of the court.
Yeah,
It's like-
kind of fiber.
And then she's like, or you know what? I'm gonna just watch you die in horrible, disgusting ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she dumps out the ladle on the floor, and then Cersei drinks the water off the floor.
Licks it, I guess.
Yeah, like a dog.
But did anyone in that scene see the water like almost pouring in from the window behind the nun?
No.
No, I didn't notice that.
There was she has like a skylight or something, and there was consistent dripping, and I was like, just do this.
Yeah, just
What if it's all just peeing?
Okay, Mark, was someone just peeing above her?
Just saying.
It could be.
So fast.
Always a cockeyed optimist, you. Well, it could be urine.
It could be.
Could be anything, Mark.
Yeah.
take a
So, okay. Do we have anything else about that scene?
No, I think I'm good.
Mark, Debbie Downer, anything else?
Yeah. Anything else? Maybe someone's pooing from up there too.
Hey,
Oh,
haters want to
God.
hate. Lovers want to love.
Did you just? Oh, Taylor
Yeah.
Swift?
No,
Really?
I don't even
No.
want love. I want to piss on you.
It's Chappelle.
Oh.
Oh,
We're going that far. That far back.
Was that a face? Did I just inadvertently facepalm? I think I did. I did one of these. But
yay! That's
it
a
was,
shot.
But it was
Oh.
more like my. Yeah, Mark. Shots of Dr Pepper are not shots.
Sure.
Hardcore.
Anyway.
That caffeine's gonna get him wired.
All right. So.
One can down.
Shots of whiskey next.
Oh,
So
it's got-
Theon
Yeah.
and Sansa. Theon
shoot.
comes in to give Sansa food,
Mhm.
and Sansa's like, "Why would you do that? Why would you tell him?" And Theon's like, "I'm not Theon. I'm Reek."
Oh, first he says, I was trying to help you. There was no escape, so
Right. Sure.
that's one.
Yeah. So then I don't know. What round and round they go, and he tells her
And
that
she was the schoolyard bully, right? Like she was mean. She's in such a weak position, and she was mean to the one person who's
Right.
weaker than her.
Right.
Yeah.
That just made, I don't know, this scene made me upset again for Sansa's character. Like, you're such a victimized piece of crap,
Yeah.
and you're going to be mean to the only other person who's lower in the food chain than you.
But she has every reason to be mean
Yeah.
to him.
I know.
Like, every reason. If he doesn't turn on Rob, if he sticks with what he said he was going to do in the first season, like, hey, bro, I'm fucking with you. I know my name's Greyjoy, but I'm with you.
I got you,
And
bro.
then he goes to his dad and he's like, yeah, Dad, whatever you want. I'll go raid fishing villages. Cool. If he doesn't do that, I mean, yeah, Robb Stark probably still dies, and Theon probably dies with him, but at least he's not a piece of shit.
And his wife might not have been stabbed in the baby.
That's right. See? Maybe
Right.
Theon gets stabbed in the baby.
That would be an interesting. Is that the junior sequel?
Maybe.
He's
So
not a TV maker, so
they go round and round, and he finally confesses to her that he didn't kill Bran and Rickon. That it was just two farm boys. And then she's like, well, where are they? Where did they go? And he storms off because he's not allowed to talk about it.
In this
And-
scene, aside from saying how goddamn tall Sophie Turner is,
Yeah.
was Theon needs to win the TV Oscar.
An Emmy?
Yes.
Okay.
He needs to win a TV Oscar for specifically this scene. I thought he was so good.
He was all right.
Anyways.
So then we go to Roose and Ramsay and some other people discussing how, if they just stand pat, Stannis can't do shit. The walls are reinforced. They got food. They're
Fix it.
fine.
Yeah.
And Ramsay's like, no, man, we got to go and get him. We got
That's
to go
the
and
big
get him.
thing. Yeah.
And like, it's stupid, but apparently, I guess he's gonna take 20 dudes and go and kill Stannis.
So he clearly knows something. There's some trick to Winterfell or some plan. I guess we can talk about this. Make a note about conspiracy theories for the end.
Okay.
Because what is the significance of the 20 men, and what does Ramsay know?
All right. Making a note. What does Ramsay know? Okay, so, anyways, okay, so, I mean, like, Roose just knows that he should stand pat, and I think that that's what should happen, but...
Well, because they said, like, first season, Winterfell's practically impenetrable, right?
Right, yeah.
Unless you're Theon and sneak in and kill everyone from the inside.
Right.
That's the only way.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's impenetrable.
So, the next scene, Jorah goes back to the fighting pit guy and says, you said whoever wins gets to fight for the queen. Well, I won, so I want to fight for the queen. Whatever. Like,
I didn't get this scene.
I don't
Someone
get it
explain
either.
this. You guys are men.
What? Men. Okay, so he loves Daenerys,
Yeah.
but she sent him away twice.
Twice.
Dude, take a fucking hint. There's
Just stop, buddy.
so many other women. Just
Well, he clearly needs a lot of reminding.
Yeah, and you got grayscale. You don't have
Just in
time
case
left
anyone
anyways.
forgot. P.S. I have grayscale.
Yeah, he can't spread that shit around like STDs.
Oh, can he spread it around?
Yeah, grayscale's
guess he can.
spreadable, right? That's
Right.
how he got it.
Fuck.
So, but what's his plan? Like, why is he? I don't know if we want to put this in the end for conspiracy theory. What, like, why? What is like? So he confessed his sins to her. That didn't work, and begged her to stay. That didn't work. He
Right.
grabbed her, the most valuable ally in Westeros, and that didn't work.
Right.
Maybe beating up people in front of you is gonna get you to rip your panties off.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey.
chicks dig
There
that,
we go.
right?
Chicks do love that. He
Right.
doesn't have any money, which is usually the surefire way into a girl's pants.
That's the easiest way.
But fighting for her, is
Yeah.
that the second best? Like, I don't know what he expects to accomplish because she hates the fighting pits.
Yeah. Oh fuck, we skipped a scene.
He just wants to be around her.
Is it just a chance to see her again?
That's
Probably.
all it
Maybe.
is.
Yeah, maybe. Just before he dies, because he knows he's gonna die, right?
You see,
Okay.
Because-
Now I got a question because of grayscale.
Because he still has
yeah.
grayscale.
the tears at the beginning, they were
Who? What?
Jorah at the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, so we did skip a scene. We skipped the dad talk between Daenerys and Tyrion.
Oh yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah, basically just like comparing.
Oh, the eye will break the wheel.
Yeah,
Yes.
comparing terrible dads, and
Oh,
I liked
one.
it. She's like, why did you kill your dad? And he's like, maybe one day I'll tell you, and we'll need a lot more wine than this, and whatever. I mean, I'm glad that they're together, but I don't know, and like, and he was really putting in a good word for Varys, so if Varys ever fucking shows up,
He's still waiting outside that brothel.
yeah.
Man, that's a long piss. Holy shit.
You with urine again, eh?
It's like the scene in League of Their Own.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm glad you got there.
For our viewers that might not have
Sounds
seen
like
it.
League. I'm like, that didn't. Oh, wait, League of Their Own. That's
Man.
Tom Hanks one.
So the Cersei drinking water off the floor, that was after. That was
That's
way
okay.
Yeah, that
Does
was
it matter
because that
if
was
we go
next.
order? Does
No.
it really matter?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to do it in order, okay?
I know. All right, fine.
Um,
Well, Daenerys finally said that line from the trailer then, aside from,
Right.
I'll do
Breaking
what
the
queens
wheel.
do, I will
So-
rule, and then I won't make the wheel, I'll break the wheel.
Okay, so what's her plan to break the wheel? What's breaking the wheel even mean?
Well, I'm going to sit here for another season.
So only she remains.
Killing everybody in every other family. Peace.
Because Tyrion was saying how, it just keeps cycling
Yeah.
with different families taking control, taking power.
Right.
And so she's like, well, fuck it. I'll just,
Get rid of them all.
yeah.
The Iron Throne? No, but that's not true.
The other
That's
families.
not.
The other
That's-
families.
Yeah,
Uh,
but no. She's talking like systematically.
Yeah.
Right, but you just getting rid of then other families will come up. It's not like no.
I don't
it
know.
was a cool line in the trailer, but then when it was actually in context in the show, it was like,
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't add up.
There's always going to be somebody. I get it.
And then she took Tyrion's wine away.
Yeah. Well, you got to have some somewhat sober advisors, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Well,
lot
yeah,
of
'cause
good
she
that did
said.
her before.
Yeah, she said she needs him to be able to finish sentences, right?
Without, slurring his speech.
Okay, so then we go to Sam and Gilly. Who the fuck cares?
Is Sam? So is Sam not openly breaking his vows? Because clearly he has a girlfriend.
No, he doesn't have a girlfriend. Who knows about? Nobody knows about that.
He doesn't have a wife.
Yeah.
And, no,
Given
but
the
again, nobody knows about that. They were just
They
in
spend
the
all their
room.
time together.
Yeah.
But he's not married.
Yeah, but who's ever gonna believe that Sam is getting some? None of those guys are ever gonna believe it.
No, that's true.
He just he's got himself a little girlfriend there.
Yes, I understand that, but that's not part of the oath.
So it's just a wife. Literally, you can have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
So,
they
the-
covered this
the
in.
oath.
Oath right
You
now.
ready? You ready for it? Here's the oath. Night gathers, and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns and win no glory.
I smell a loophole.
I
God,
shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the shield that guards the realms of men. I pledge my life and honor to the night's watch for this night and all the nights to come.
So he can bang away all he wants. Just,
well,
Just don't
he's-
make an honest woman out of her.
he's
This is a
gotta
good
be
message
careful.
for young girls.
He's got to be careful not because
No,
it says
maybe
father
that's-
no children.
Yeah,
Pull
he's
out.
true.
His
He can't have any kids either.
his
So
pullout game's got to be strong.
Pull up, bro.
Ah.
Isn't there a rhyme about that?
What?
In the back, no kids, but something that actually rhymes. No.
I don't
No,
know. We'll
I
have
think-
to Google that one.
Yeah, you can Google it. Let's hear it before the end of the show, though.
All right.
All right, so then Ollie comes in and he's still pissed off that John left to go get the wildlings and this scene is so unnecessary.
The only reason this scene exists was for foreshadowing, I think.
Yeah,
Don't worry, nothing bad ever happens to John.
that's
Oh.
yeah. All right, I guess, but it still was like
John will come back. Don't
Yeah.
worry. He
All right,
always does.
so. Then all right, so then we go to John and Thormund and they're going to see the wild folk. See how I combined both?
Yes.
Ah.
That's true. Well done.
look
Nice.
at that, eh?
The free
So
folk.
anyways, so then we get like what was that? Like that whole scene was like the last 20 minutes of the show, right?
Yeah.
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 And I missed the whole first part when they were in the tent because I was Googling whether or not that was the woman from Pitch Perfect 2.
Oh, and is it?
It is!
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Sorry, that scene again.
Again, who was the Lord of Bones?
I don't know. I never found out.
We never saw him take the mask off. Like, that voice is very familiar.
Because we met him earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's in season 2.
He sure is.
He's one of the people with Egret that captures John originally.
Yeah, but they take the mask off?
No,
That's what I'm...
Oh.
Who's the man
He
with the
wants to know
mask?
who the actor is.
Yeah,
I doubt it's anybody you know. Because if it was someone you knew, the mask would have come off.
because he just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's Matt Damon.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, Damon.
It was pretty good. It was a pretty good like, hey, shut up and fucking just got the
Well,
shit kicked out of him.
It's
He killed
take
he
the
killed him.
guy out.
Yeah.
And
So then he's like, let's get the elders and we're going to talk this shit through.
Yeah.
So they go into the tent and they talk, and exactly what you expect to happen happens.
Yep.
Some of them agree, some of them don't agree. Like, I want to like give these writers a shake. Like, nothing unexpected happened at all, anywhere even remotely in this episode.
No,
Truth.
except the just older version of Thormund. Did anyone notice that?
I did, yeah. I'm
There's
like,
an
wait,
actor that looked exactly
looks
the
like
same.
him,
Yeah.
just
Just-
skinnier.
Skinnier. Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Because I saw him in a scene after I realized it was the woman from Pitch Perfect and started paying attention again. I was
Yeah.
like, ew, God, that's bad lighting for Thormund. And then I saw him talk, and I was like, ooh. So that was unexpected.
Not the same guy.
So,
But yeah, the evil free folk disagreed.
yeah. And then
We'll
they're like,
never trust a crow.
we're not going to trust them. And they're like, oh, we will. And then so everybody leaves.
Nobody trusted the crow.
They
Right.
trust
Trust
Thormund.
Thormund.
That's Thormund.
Sure. So
Wouldn't. That hair.
Is this the way? He's like, this is the way.
this
Ugh.
is the way. So they start loading everybody on the boats. Let's get them out of here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
No. And then the mom's like to the two kids, "Don't worry, I'll be right behind you."
I'm right behind
Oh,
you.
hello, foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Don't worry, children. Mom's definitely not going to die.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's get our corpse handling gloves on.
Yeah.
Looking for 2 bodies.
I will absolutely 100% for sure meet you guys
Yeah.
on the boat.
at the wall. I will not be dead because literally nothing can happen to me.
I swear to God, I will never die.
Well, technically, she is sort of right. She will.
Well, she may not.
She'll make it there in a different form.
Yeah.
Is that you being optimistic?
Yeah.
Huh.
She is
So-
now a White Walker.
Yeah.
Kids, I
So-
have good news and bad news.
Mom's still alive.
Yeah.
Just got
Well-
blue eyes now.
Yeah.
She's going to try and eat you.
Dead kids with her.
That was fucking creepy. That part, that was fucking
Okay,
She just
so
gave it.
She's like, fuck this.
so the avalanche comes,
Yes.
and so okay, the avalanche comes, and that was just zombies killing all
That
the
was
people
just
outside the walls, right?
Yeah.
So then they get to the walls and start trying to break through, and yeah, like I mean, whatever. Lindsay turns to me and says, "Oh, so it's Jon Snow versus the Army of Darkness."
Here's my question about the wall, though.
This is Tyler. Eventually, at one point, the wall ends at the water, right?
Yeah.
Just go
Yep.
walk around it.
Yeah, but they're zombies. They're not that smart.
I don't think they can swim either.
But the whites are smart.
Yeah. Just
So-
walk around.
Or the White Walkers. The whites are zombies. My note for this scene was I need to find a boyfriend really quick between now and the next episode because I cannot watch the rest of this by myself.
Just put a Kijiji ad up.
Okay, yeah.
Meet a friend on Sunday nights.
Need
So-
friends to watch, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
was messaging a candidate during this scene,
There you go.
I believe the message I sent him before, hey, please stop being so cute. So he sent me a very cute picture. Was, oh God, zombies, fuck. Dave, there's zombies in this episode. Oh God, oh God.
Yeah.
Bring bacon.
Bring bacon.
Bring your own bacon.
Own bacon.
Yeah.
Oh God, rotting skeleton zombies.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's some okay action in these scenes. The giant ripping them in half, that was kind of cool.
That was pretty
And
awesome.
then the white goes into the tent and like the fire goes out as John's looking for like the dragon
Okay,
glass.
so-
Very Sephiroth, by the way.
Are
Yes.
the big guys who turn the dead into who or what? Are
I
the
Those
thought
are the White Walkers.
I thought the White Walkers were the whites, like the actual white guys.
The big like snow guys.
Yeah, the guys made
And
of
the guy
ice.
that fought Jon Snow is a White Walker.
and
right.
the zombies are the white?
Are the whites.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Clarify. Thank you.
the White Walker comes in and he hits stuff with that blade of his and it shatters.
Shatters.
Yeah, the one guy thought was gonna put up a good fight. I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
No, he's dead. So
And stabbed.
so
I want to
John-
know why they didn't think to get the dragon glass earlier than this, but I guess they were too.
So it's what Mark said as soon as John started running towards. He said, "Get the dragon glass, just fucking get it."
After the fight, he's like, "Oh yeah, the dragon glass." Like, what?
Oh right, the thing we bought just for this reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So he picks up a sword and swings it at him, and it shatters, and then the thing throws him off the. Okay, so you have Jon Snow down, right?
Yeah.
And you have this spear that you just stabbed a guy with. You're gonna go up to Jon Snow, and instead of stabbing him in the back when he's not even looking, you grab him by the shoulder and throw him across the room.
Yeah.
Why?
I think this is just one of those, like, you know, in action movies, how the bad guys always attack the hero one at a time instead of swarming him all at once,
Right.
which would be make much more sense.
Yeah.
I think this was just one of those.
So Jon Snow picks up the sword, hits him,
Let's try
shatters into pieces. He throws him off a balcony, whatever. Jon Snow sees his sword outside.
Well, and instead of spearing him too, doesn't he just hit him really hard in the chest?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hits him really hard.
Yeah. So then
That'll
he picks
learn
up.
you.
Up for a stab. Instead, he cross-checked him.
Right.
Right
So
into
he
the gut.
picks up his sword. The
Yeah.
one
Wait,
that.
is it John's sword?
Yeah.
It's Longclaw, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he picks up his sword, and then the White Walker's like, wait a minute, maybe I should hit him with my spear. Goes to hit him with the spear, and it's like, uh-oh, here goes John's sword. Psht, nope, Valyrian steel, bitch. Boom. Right?
Yeah.
Or was it Dragonglass?
Or is it both?
No, his sword's Valyrian steel, is it not?
That's what Mormont said, but maybe it's actually Dragonglass.
Yeah, but
They're one and the same thing.
I think it's just Valyrian steel. I think
Conspiracy,
Valyrian
write
steel.
it down.
Or is Valyrian steel made with dragon glass?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they're one and the same thing. It's like tomato. What? The same thing?
That's just different ways of saying the same word.
Yeah, it's not this. Not even does not
Does not apply?
relate to this at all. Yeah.
I guess it's close.
So then he's like, oh shit, this stuff's gonna work. Wham! One slice, the fucking White Walker's dead. Just psh, into pieces.
I don't know, it is a pretty fucking sharp sword.
Ah.
Can you also just make a note? I
Yep.
have a Jon Snow conspiracy question to pose at the end.
Snow question. Okay. All right. I might sneeze. Give me a second.
Oh boy,
Bless you.
No, I don't want to sneeze.
you're so
Okay,
good
we're good.
looking.
All right. So then, they're fighting away still, and then finally they get on the boats, and I'm like, they're leaving, and I'm like, what about the giant? Like, they're just gonna leave him? And he's just like, and I'm like, oh, I guess he could just walk to the boats.
Kudos to the
Like-
guy on the boat just sitting there chilling, waiting for them to get on.
Yeah,
and start
what's up
rowing.
with that?
Oh, I'd be back at the big boat. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
not waiting at a rowboat. for you.
Exactly. So then, fight's over. They're in the harbor, going to the
Can
boats.
we talk about the terrifying zombie children first?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the terrifying. Yeah, so the
Because-
girl's fighting.
I
And
was
then-
mildly offended as a woman, and we'll get to why as you describe the scene.
Okay, so she fights off of like 2 or 3 zombies, looks up and she freezes. And it's like, and I'm like, what the hell could be going on? And the camera flips to like, what was it, like 5 or 6 zombie kids?
Kids. Yeah.
Zombie kids. Okay, so
zombie children.
so-
Literally the 2 worst words you could put
She
together in
doesn't-
my English language.
Tyler Hoskin, you have a question? Go ahead.
Sorry, I had to look it up on Wikipedia about Valyrian steel,
Yes.
and so back, and this is a while ago. I don't know exactly when, but it's not. It has happened already when Sam and John have been talking about dragon steel, and they thought it was what is called Valyrian steel.
Okay. They
So
had
Valerian
already-
steel and dragon glass are the same thing?
Well, Valyrian
Valyrian steel and
steel.
dragon steel.
So dragon steel would probably be the sword equivalent or the steel equivalent of dragon glass. That's where I'm going. Sorry.
So why didn't Jon think of that too?
Because Jon Snow knows nothing.
Like, why wasn't Jon like, hey, that's cool. My sword is Valyrian steel.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I don't know.
That's the worst.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
That was like Spanish?
I thought it was more Russian.
Jon Snow, you know nothing.
No,
Very-
not.
Very Slavic.
I,
Okay, so she sees the zombie kids and she freezes, and my note is can't kill zombie kids, and it's like, why not? They're already zombies.
Yeah, so I don't. That's why it bothered me that this scene had to be a woman. So not much makes me want to burn my bra. This scene kind of did.
Again, with you and the burning of the bras.
Any
What
excuse
does it
to take it off.
accomplish? What does it accomplish?
Freedom. It's like free balling.
Right. Oh.
So it just like were they at first? I thought were they her kids? How did they
And
get?
see, and
from
that's
the-
what I thought too. Is that maybe
But
they
I
were her
think-
kids, but not her kids, the ones on the boat. Maybe she's had kids.
Maybe
in the
they were.
past,
That's
right?
the only thing that made the scene not make me angry, as terrified as I was.
Or that she knew the kids, or like it was like
Yeah.
her brother, or.
But it was like the fact that it was a woman and she just kicked the shit out of like 50 zombies.
Right,
And, then it's
she
like,
just stops and like does this.
oh,
and
my
lets them
tender
kill her.
female heart can't handle zombie children.
Right.
And then she died. So it just,
Right.
it annoyed me that that had to be a woman when it could have easily just been a guy looking at the zombie kids. But it's like, no, I must mother you and bake you a pie and make you sandwiches. And whatever women do. And then they just attacked her and took advantage of her.
Is that what women do?
I think so. I'm barefoot right now.
There you go. How far
So
away is the
halfway
kitchen?
there. Oh, like right there.
See? You're like 3 steps.
Oh, very close. Just one if I took a huge stride.
There you go.
Who wants a
One
sandwich?
one small step for woman.
no, one
One giant step
That's
for
right.
womankind.
to the kitchen.
So,
So did
okay.
I just move the women's movement forward and then backwards in the same
forced.
rant?
You did.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Stride.
giant stride, yeah.
Do I still get to take my bra off?
Yes, of course.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so then they get on the boats and they're going away, and then I would assume he's the King White Walker because he's got the little crown horns. Otherwise, or he's Darth Maul, White Walker, one or the other. If he's got a double lightsaber, that I'm cool with that too. But so I assume he's the king though, right?
King zombie.
King
That's what I
zombie.
got.
Oh,
Okay.
when they're up in the cliff, I was looking at it, I was telling Tyler, it looked like they were the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Right, I said the same thing. I said the exact same thing. So he walks out onto the pier, all like cool, and then raises his hands. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then, he's raising the dead, which is like awesome. Like it's so good. Like he's showing them, like, hey, you can kill as many of us as you want, but every one of you we kill, now
That's-
you're one of us.
Yeah.
So
One of us. One of us.
exactly.
Oh.
So it was a good ending scene. The fight was okay.
The one problem I have with it is when they got into the boat, they said go, go, go.
Right.
When it pans out, the fucking rowers aren't even fucking rowing.
And they're like 8 feet from shore.
Like nothing, they barely moved.
Yeah.
Just I'd be rowing my ass off.
Just
Right.
lollygag. Well, these are the same people that were just kind of chilling on the dock
Yeah,
during this whole thing.
Pick the water?
it might be.
Okay. So
Put the motor around your castle. You're good to go.
Yeah,
Can-
and fuck the wall. Just dig a small trench.
Guys,
A little
there's water
river.
there.
A little river.
Can't do it.
Oh God, water.
Oh shit.
You see this dry skin? Gotta keep that dry. Can't get moisture and shit.
look at these shoes. You think I want to get these shoes wet? Come on. My new kicks, they're fresh. Fresh kicks. I believe is what the kids are saying.
Is that what they're saying? Fresh?
I believe it's what they're saying. All right, so that was the end of the episode, and
Yeah.
again, I'm disappointed in season 5.
There's a board ahead.
I can't get excited about anything that's happened.
I was too scared to have an opinion, and I know it was crap, but like any zombies, I was just like, oh Jesus! Every single light in my house is on right now.
You know, zombies aren't real, right?
I don't care. They scare the shit out of me.
Okay.
Every light is on. I'm upset that my friend went to bed. I'm gonna crank up terrible pop music and watch some sort of brainless comedy after this.
Cool.
As a terrible prank, someone should just get like makeup effect to look like a
Not a
zombie.
good idea.
What is wrong with you?
He's not a good friend.
You're evil.
He's not a good friend.
Can someone who knows it text me his address because I will be in Hamilton next weekend?
I will.
It's
I
true.
gotcha.
She's out here for the dodgeball tournament. Forgot.
What?
Although I got
Alright.
that from Aziz Ansari. I was watching a stand-up comedy. He was saying his girlfriend is terrified of kids and ghosts. So he said, it would be a terrible but wonderful prank if one night I would pay a kid to just get makeup and just stand in
Oh
the kitchen.
man, hold
and
on.
then tell my wife to, can you go and get to downstairs in the kitchen and get me something? And just have just stand and just freak the shit out of her.
I have 3 kids we could dress up as zombies for this. I'm just saying. How would you feel about a zombie 1-month-old baby?
Yeah,
Are you attached to your children? Because I do
I
sleep
am.
with a knife beside the bed.
I am kind of attached to them.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
such a good
please,
one.
please don't murder my children.
Well, don't send them into my house in zombie makeup.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I think you
Okay.
can fire it back by throwing a Ouija board. Or just sending it to,
Anyways, and Ouija board does not come in this house.
What if it gets mailed, wrapped?
Does
You don't-
not come
Tell
in this
that
house.
shit.
Does not come. Anyways, okay, let's get to the questions.
Yeah.
Let's get to the questions.
Tyler Hoskin is pure evil.
Yes. All right. So
Tyler
we've
Hoskin
got...
is pure evil. He just private messaged me a zombie child.
Look at that face. Jesus,
Is
he's
that
so
the girl
proud of
in the
himself.
first episode?
Very first episode.
All right. So, okay. So let's. Do you want to start with your Jon Snow question, or do you want it to be last?
It should be last. I don't
All right,
know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So 20 men. What does Ramsey know? So what does Ramsey know with these 20 men? Why does he need 20 men?
Does he know a secret passageway?
Is there a secret passageway?
So am I just reading too much? So there's the catacombs under Winterfell. We know that.
Right.
So
But I
is
don't think
there?
there's a way out of there. Because they didn't leave through that. Remember, like when Bran and Rickon,
Right.
they just hid down there.
So why 20?
I don't know. 20 good men. I mean, that way, I don't know.
Does he just know the defenses really well, or does he know something we don't know?
I mean, he just knows enough to just sabotage shit, stir.
Or is it just enough to go like tent to tent and just slit people's throats in the middle of the night when everybody's sleeping?
And that definitely could be it. Definitely
Okay,
could
cool.
be it. Okay, so
At
what
least
is...
it's in the army, right? Like,
Yeah. But Stannis has an army.
well, that's what I mean. Like, he can just Ramsey can just go in and make a good dent and slaughter people, and then
Or maybe
other
cause
people
the mutiny
will.
to happen even faster, because that's
Yeah.
what Roose says.
He
Like,
could... Yeah, no, that's right. He could cause the mutiny, take the 20 guys as, like...
Shit
what do you call
disturbers.
it? Yeah, rabble rousers.
Yeah.
That's a drink.
So, okay, so the next question, it's kind of a 2-part question. So what's Jorah's plan is part 1. Part 2 is, does he make it out of this season?
No.
Jorah's plan.
It's to die a hero's death in front of his beloved.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, you like
No, I think he's gonna make it out of the season,
that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna make it out of the season for
Okay.
sure. But
but I don't know what his like.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know what his motives are at the
he
moment.
just wants to be around her.
All right, I'm going to say that he doesn't make it out of this season just so that way it's even. Even Stevens.
Well, just the top part.
Right, the 2 top guys who know what's going on are going to say that he dies.
It's
But-
day versus day again.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
There you go.
No,
No, other way. There you go. Okay.
I think maybe his plan is to just be. I don't think it's just to see her again, but I think it's like, okay, I'll get around her again, and then maybe I'll think of something.
Maybe I can win her back. Yeah, because maybe he doesn't have a plan at all. He just wants.
Because I
to
feel like
stay
he knows
around.
she hates the fighting pits, doesn't he?
Right.
Well, that's why he didn't kill anybody.
But if he keeps winning without killing people,
yeah, exactly.
and
Okay.
again, when guys get like desperate, they'll just do stupid shit, right? So
Yes, gentlemen. Yes, true.
Usually, yes.
okay, so now that's a stupid question. It was what does the break the wheel mean? But we don't care.
There's a
Nope.
All right, so then.
We'll
So
know
then
more.
so then your Jon Snow theory is going to be the last question of this episode.
Well, so my Jon Snow question, I think there was a little bit too much eye contact between the White Walkers and Jon Snow, and a little too much like they
Afraid?
seemed to be assessing him, seemed to be afraid of him.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the significance of Jon Snow and the White Walkers?
Jon Snow is the last dragon. No, I have no idea.
I think
No, there is.
so we talked about this, I don't know if on our conspiracy episode, about how the White Walkers aren't necessarily evil. They're just
Right.
different.
Right.
And so they're trying to fight for what's theirs. And I still believe it's true. And so maybe Jon Snow is actually meant to be on their side.
Ooh, I don't think that's the case. But
I just
maybe.
like shit. This guy killed one of ours. He might be a little bit more formidable than we thought.
But
Yeah,
he
see,
was like,
that's-
even before he killed that guy, when they had the Four Horsemen scene, it was like they were looking at him and he was looking at them.
I don't know. See,
No,
I
because
don't know.
he was like the de facto leader, right? So they said, okay, so that guy's leading the troops, so he's the
Yeah,
head.
we
hon-
need to pay attention to him. And then, oh wait, now he's killed one of our bros.
Hold up.
Hold up,
Game
this
changer.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy might be a problem.
Yeah.
And I think it's just that he is going to be a problem. And Lindsay the whole time during that fight, she's like, "Kill Jon Snow, just kill him, just kill him." I'm like, he's the safest guy on the show. And then I'm like, watch them kill him. And I'm just like, right after saying he's the safest guy on the show, spear right through the fucking heart.
Yeah.
Would have been
You didn't
awesome.
jinx it though.
No,
So like
Oh, okay.
going, I was like,
you
okay,
really did. You really
I-
thought he was gonna die.
I thought he was gonna die
Huh.
for sure.
I see. I don't know. Am I reading too much into that? Isn't he? Don't we all think he's super safe?
I think he's super safe.
I think he's super safe partially because they announced the signings of a bunch of actors before this season for 6 and 7.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
And
true.
the
I-
Milky
I
White
did-
Lady still needs to get some from him.
But
Wow.
then, not that I watch Grey's Anatomy, they signed Mick whatever, Steamy, Dreamy, whatever, and then they killed him off.
Who's that?
I don't. With the lead guy from Grey's Anatomy,
I have no idea.
they
Never
signed him
watched.
for like a 2-year contract extension, and then like killed him off in like the second episode of the season.
I don't know what Grey's Anatomy is.
I don't know.
It's a shame
So-
it's still here.
So, there was one other thing I wanted to mention before we go, and now I forgot what it was.
I just think there's something with Jon Snow and the White Walkers.
No, I
I think
think you're
there's
right.
gonna
I
be.
think- But
I think it's a
more,
camaraderie.
But I think it's more of like, I don't know if it's camaraderie. I think it's more of like, this guy's more dangerous than we expected.
Yeah, they totally underestimated him, and like, boom.
Right.
I have a major conspiracy theory from
Ooh,
the tinfoil forums.
Let's hear it.
If you don't want, I don't think it spoils anything, but if you don't want to hear it, you can take off your headphones. Warning to listeners: this is like
Throw it up. Spoilers.
the
It's
deepest
not on
of
this.
deepest of forums.
All right.
So the conspiracy theory is
Conspiracy
John's
theory.
conspiracy theory. I've had popcorn.
Oh, okay.
I apologize, my mouth is dried out. That Jon Snow is part White Walker.
Oh.
Follow, because the Starks have White Walker blood in them the way the Targaryens have blood of the dragon.
Okay.
So
I can see that. Yeah.
the
yeah,
Game of
okay.
Thrones is called the Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
Fire's the dragons. Ice are the White Walkers.
Right.
Daenerys is the dragon. Jon Snow's the ice.
Okay. And then they're going to get together and have babies. And that breaks the wheel. Boom.
Boom.
Right?
So that's
We just ended
did
the
just solve
show.
it.
We
We
just
don't need to
ended
watch
the
the
show.
end of the show.
We don't
over.
need to watch it anymore. It doesn't need to be watch this
George,
boring
there's
horse
your
shit.
ending.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, George, there's your ending.
So,
Work with it.
So the crazy conspiracy is way back in the day when White Walkers and humans lived together and they made the deal to build the wall. The White Walker king took a bride, and that bride down the lineage ended up being a Stark. And so the same way the Targaryens can't burn, that's why the Starks don't feel cold.
Ah.
Because Ned Stark was never cold,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
true.
right?
Interesting stuff.
Was it other conspiracy that we thought Jon Snow was actually a Targaryen?
Yes.
It's,
That's
yeah.
still that
He
is
could
still
be
a-
both. That's the other conspiracy theory. He's
Right.
Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen's kid, but if Lyanna Stark
I-
has White Walker blood in her,
And Targaryens have dragon blood in them. Boom. We're broken.
Damn.
You eat a shit, son.
Yeah.
And then they still get married, but then it's weird because they're related.
Yeah.
But not that hasn't happened on this show before.
incest,
You get turned. Though.
So
Yep.
and no boobs.
Oh.
that
Boob
was
count,
it.
Mark, this episode?
Yes, no boobs.
0 boobs and no Bashir.
I know. I'm beginning to lose hope. I got enough Thormund that I was okay, though.
Oh, okay, well that's good. No Milky Lady. I was very sad.
Yeah.
And no
But
Marjorie either.
the actress from Pitch Perfect who died is Danish, so that's close.
There you go. And she wasn't
Yeah.
bad to look at.
She's better as a blonde in Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Pitch Perfect 2?
Pitch Perfect too. She
I
plays a
still have
German,
to
and
see
she's
it.
blonde and beautiful.
A German.
Well, she's not completely gone from the show. She's walking again.
You don't know that she's ever going to come back, Mark. It's just, hey, check it out. She's a zombie.
Yeah.
They don't need to ever show her again.
Sure they do.
No, they don't. She's a zombie.
She's dead
Done.
to us now, Mark.
It's not like you can unzombie.
Can you?
Unzombie?
No. You can't unzombie.
This could give
Once-
me hope to being able to fall asleep tonight, though.
Oh, yes, you can totally unzombie.
Cool. Oh, God. It's a video podcast. I can see you.
Damn it. It's like crossing my fingers. All right. Well, I think on that note, we're going to call it.
Wait,
oh,
just in case anyone forgot, Jorah Mormont has grayscale.
And that's where we end it. Thank you for listening and watching. See you next week.